spread in Europe, and then from January to mid-March was coming from Europe right here.
And then I think on top of that, there was this false sense of security in that the CDC was doing testing, so they were coming back and saying there's no cases in New York. But the people that they were testing a very select few that were coming off of planes from their hotspot designated regions. And then they were letting everybody else come right through the front door without doing temperature checks, without checking to see if they were demonstrating any of the symptoms that you would have. And so, I mean, in retrospect, what did everyone think was going to happen?
And it was here much sooner, right? I mean, that's
Yeah.
to be the-
According to the New York Times report last week, they think there were 10,700 cases here in February.
One more, sir.
On the overnight subway closures, are there any benchmarks you're looking at for when we might see overnight subway service again? And that would also involve obviously less cleaning. So what would overnight subway service at return look like?
Look, the subway service will return when the pandemic ends. You tell me when the pandemic ends, I'll tell you when the subway service resumes. But for that, look, we don't really have a choice, in truth. Most of these issues, we don't have a choice. You do what you have to do. We didn't have a choice whether or not we bought PPE from China. We don't have a choice whether or not we disinfect the trains. I am so grateful to the frontline workers who show up every day. You know, think about what we did here. We had to explain to New Yorkers how vicious this virus was so they would actually honor the close down, which is what we were just talking about. The next sentence out of my mouth is, yes, it's vicious, we need the close down. Next sentence is, but I need the essential workers to come to work tomorrow morning. What, you just said it was a vicious virus, I should stay home, but now the essential workers have to come to work? Yes. Because we need people to run the buses and the trains, and we need the nurses, and we need the doctors, and we need food on the shelves. You want to see things go bad in a hurry? No food on the shelves, right? No electric power. You want to see panic and anarchy? You needed those essential workers.